Hello vinyl community, this is Randy, and this is a video in response to a thread started by James Griffiths called Gimmie Babies, where he wanted us to find albums with babies on the cover. At first he thought it was a little frivolous, but then he decided to put it out, and might be frivolous, but it's also a little bit difficult. I had a hard time thinking of albums with babies on the cover, but I finally found a few. Some of them may be repeats of some other people's, but I thought I'd start out by one a lot of people probably are showing, and it's Van Halen's 1984. The cherub on the cover looked like smoking a cigarette, and there's the back. This is the album where they started using synthesizers. Anyway, from 1984. Next one, and I think he showed this one, is Paul McCartney's debut solo album. And it's got his baby right there. This is the, some pictures in there, but this is his this is the release from Record Store Day that I just got. Paul McCartney. Next one is Canada's Sweetheart, Anne Murray, so little baby cherubs on the cover as well, from her album, let's see what this is, from 1981, Where Do You Go When You Dream? And also kind of different on the back there. Heaven and somewhere else. But Anne Murray. And the next one is from the UK group Godfathers. It's called Birth, School, Work, Death. And you can see right there, they're holding babies up to be, looks like to be christened. And this album was from 1987. A comparable one would be the Georgia Satellites, kind of, I guess, UK's answer to the Georgia Satellites. They might be a little more standard hard rocking than Georgia Satellites, or maybe have a little bit more R&B influence. But the Godfathers. Now that's all the vinyl I could find, so I had to throw in some CDs to kind of have enough babies on for my covers. And the first one I have is the iconic Nirvana Nevermind from 1991. I think it came in like number 6 in Rolling Stone's top 500 albums. Whether it should be that high is up for debate, but there's Nevermind. Next is some Baby Feet on an album by James. Wonderful indie rock group. This is actually their 6th album, even though it's called 7. But wonderful, everybody should check out James. And next I have up the Goo Goo Dolls. And this is their album Boy Named Goo from 1995. They've been called like post-grunge, although they were around during the grunge movement. I wouldn't really call them grunge, it's more rock and post-punk or whatever you want to call it. But the Goo Goo Dolls is probably their best album. Naked is probably the song on here that got played the most. But there's the Goo Goo Dolls with another baby picture. And then there's the debut by Radiohead. Has their hit Creep on there, and the album's called Pablo Honey. And then finishing up with the babies on the cover, it's the name of the band. the New Red Onion Jazz Babies and their album Kansas City Man Blues. And that's all I could find. I might have more, but that's all the digging I did. It was an interesting and hard topic for me to look through. But thanks, James. He's got a great channel. Anybody else that can find some more baby album covers are welcome to join. And thanks, everyone.